Okay. Increased cross-cultural interactions also resulted in the diffusion of literary, artistic, and cultural traditions like, I'm sorry, lost my place. Musical instruments that Westerners known as cymbals, tambourines, and the guitar had their origins in East and Central Asia. Hindu and Buddhist sculptures and temples were constructed not just in South Asia, but also in Southeast Asia and China by marvelous craftspeople who were dedicated to their Buddhist faith. Also, we had the diffusion of scientific and technological traditions. From China came papermaking, printing, the compass, gunpowder, and cannons, as well as the astrolabe. It was not just sending technology, it was also receiving technology, particularly from India. You had mathematical concepts like negative numbers and zeros into Western Europe, China, and then into Muslim-controlled Spain. Muslim scholars were preserving the libraries of Greek literature and science that were left throughout the empire by Alexander the Great hundreds of years before. Legend kind of has it that the libraries at Alexandria used to hold the greatest treasures, and that was kind of expanded when the movie National Treasure came out. Europeans rediscovered their Greek and Roman heritage through contact with Muslims in Spain, and this new acquaintance with their classical past sparked the European Renaissance beginning in the 14th century, and we're going to talk about that in 3.3. Diffusion of crops and pathogens also spread throughout the Eastern Hemisphere. Food and agricultural technologies were adopted from India. China learned how to grow and process cotton and sugar. From Vietnam and Southeast Asia, new types of rice that adapted well to southern China's growing conditions were introduced. Bananas were introduced in Africa. The spread of citrus fruits throughout the Eastern Hemisphere was also happening. But again, not everything that was exchanged had a positive effect on Afro-Eurasia. The bubonic plague was also known as the Black Death, and it killed huge numbers of people in this era. The worst epidemic occurred in the 14th century and is often attributed to the expansion of trade under Mongol rule in East and Central Asia. From there, the Black Death entered the Black Sea region of the Byzantine Empire and continued into Western Europe, carried unintentionally, probably by rats in merchant caravans and ships. It's estimated that Western Europe lost 1/3 of its population to this plague. So, that's it for 3.1.